Hi guys, my name is Lacey, Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is an exciting day because today I'm doing a Colourpop haul. I personally love haul videos. I love to see what people have bought. Like I said before, PR hauls not so much, but like actual hauls of like what people have spent their money on, I find really interesting, so I'm going to do one. I liked the sugar plum one I did, even though it wasn't probably my most like put together video, but I'm just gonna go through what I bought with you guys. I'm gonna swatch some things, gonna talk about some stuff, and I'm gonna see how it goes. Maybe I'll end up trashing this video, maybe not, who knows, but I'm just going to share this moment with you on camera. I have only opened the box, I haven't opened any of the products, so let's get into it. Once again, because I have to give a warning in every video. Not so much a warning, but like a side note. If I'm looking down, I'm looking into the box of stuff. So I ordered a bunch of stuff when Colourpop released their newest eyeshadow palette and highlighter palette. As you can see, I got more than that. I had good experience ordering from Colourpop. They shipped like the very next day. I got it within like a couple days. I really have very rarely had mixed service from Colourpop, and I've been ordering from them since they just sold Super Sock. Since they just sold Super, why is this so hard for me to say? I've been ordering from them since they just sold Super Shock Shadows and Lippy Sticks, so they've expanded so much since then. They used to kind of have crappy shipping, but they were a smaller company, so I think they did a really good job expanding as they grew. But anyway, of course, Colourpop sends you a little card every time you purchase from them. This one says, "We belong together, Colourpop." Aw, how cute. Okay, as you can see, I got some Super Shocks, I got some palettes, so we're going to go for the palettes first. First thing I got, I had to get the Give It To Me Straight palette. I've said this 8 bajillion and 1 times by now. My favorites and disappointing products of 2017 video never made it to YouTube because of audio problems that I had, but in my favorites was Colourpop Pressed Shadows. Their formula is hands down my favorite eyeshadow formula of all time, so I don't even think when they release an eyeshadow palette, I just buy it, which isn't really good, especially coming from me, and all I've done on this channel is preach not impulsively buying things and not doing crap like that. But for me, given that all their products, but especially their eyeshadow palettes, are very affordable, their palettes, only the ones that went to Sephora were like ever more than 20 bucks. So if you live in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware area, you know what I'm talking about. If I can give up just like 1 or 2 Wawa trips a week, I can afford a new Colourpop palette. So it's not really like crazy of me to buy their palettes every time they come out. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. Their eyeshadow formula, like I said, is my favorite eyeshadow formula of all times. You don't need a primer to have beautiful, vivid looks. If you do use a primer, it's just that much better. Their foils are incredible. Their mattes are incredible. They're so pigmented, and I truly don't know how they're able to offer that good of a formula at such a ridiculously affordable price. So yeah, tangent aside, I saw they released a new eyeshadow palette. I had to have it. I have every single one that they've made, minus like the original like 4 or 5 pan ones and a couple of the ones that hit Sephora. Breaking into the Give It To Me Straight palette, this feels like laminated. I don't know if any of their other palettes are laminated. Let me go check. Yeah, normally their palettes are like this soft kind of cardboard, but they keep doing all of these packaging changes. So I have the You Had Me at Hello palette here, and this one has a mirror inside, and it was like $2 more expensive than their palettes normally are. Normally they're just like this soft cardboard but no mirror, and the names on the back. I guess this one's different because it has the names on the back, but then it also has the names inside the palette. So I don't know if they're just trying to do a test run until they hit the perfect packaging, but this You Had Me at Hello palette was actually my favorite because it had the mirror, but it was still that nice soft packaging, and I don't really give a crap that the names are on the back, personally. If I ever do tutorials, I might care, but even then, I'm sure if I'm going to use this plum shade, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I feel like this palette is getting washed out by the light. I did just put a new light diffuser on my ring light because I was hoping it would cut down on the glare on my glasses. So I'm going to see how I feel about that when I'm editing all this back. I know I keep like looking away and stuff. It's because I am like looking at my lights, looking at my monitor, trying to make sure everything's okay. This is the Give It To Me Straight palette. I feel like I've gone on 100 tangents today. It's all like cool tone, plummy red tones. And of course there's browns in here. I complain in every video that I don't want another palette of browns, but yet here I am. I like this though. I love a good plummy red eye. I can see myself using this a lot, especially for days where I don't want to be so avant-garde and I want to go more lacy version toned down and lacy version like pulled back. So I can see this working. Also, I love to use Colourpop palettes all in conjunction with each other. And I like doing that for pretty much any brand, like pulling all of the palettes from that brand together so that way I'm using all of that formula. I don't know if that makes sense or if that even makes a difference. Of course, you can use whatever palette you want with any other palette. I just know when it comes to Colourpop, I always will have like 2 or 3 or 4 laid out on my vanity at a time when I'm doing makeup, pulling from like any palette I want. Plus, their palettes are magnetic anyway, so you can rip them apart and put them back together any way you want. Just going to do a couple swatches. So these are some mattes. I'm swatching BS, TMI, and Actually. Wow, English. So yeah, these are all just one finger swatch, and you can see that these are pretty pigmented. Even this dark chocolatey shade, normally darker shades kind of are like more crumbly and harder to swatch. These just feel nice, and that goes into like the quality of Colourpop shadows are so blendable. Megan, if you're watching, last semester we had time to kill before a class, and I was doing a friend's makeup before class, and another friend of mine, Brie, had Colourpop shadows in her bag, and I just like real quick pulled an eye look together. But we didn't have primer on nothing. This was like super fast in like 5 seconds, but I got the most effortless, beautiful look with 3 Colourpop shades and no primer. And that's the thing that I love about these. These are such good shadows that if I want to get out the door in like a super rush, this is what I would grab for, because I don't even need to put a base down, because if I'm in a rush a lot of times I don't wear foundation, I don't even wear concealer. So I can put these on a bare eyelid and it still looks good. I don't know. I've already spent like 10 minutes of this video talking about one eyeshadow palette. Cleaning the hands. The next thing I got, of course, was the In-Nude-Endo highlighter palette. If there's one thing I love, almost to the degree that I love eyeshadows, because eyeshadows will always be my number one, it's highlighters. When I'm filming, I tend to actually tone down my highlighter. But in real life, like going about my everyday, I am like the love child of Pheromone and Nikki Tutorials level with my highlighter. It's just, I'm so into that like beam to the gods phase that I know like everybody else has gotten over, but I still won't let it go. That being said, I loved the last Colourpop highlighting palette. I am obviously translucently fair, so a lot of their shades don't perfectly work for me, but I feel like if I just mix it in with like a light shade to begin with, you can make anything work and anything customizable. So when I saw the pictures of this palette, I was like, that's not gonna fucking work for me, but I kind of want to have it anyway. So that's where we are right now. These are like so buttery. They feel like really good foiled eyeshadows. I'm just going to swatch them all because, oh my god. Sorry. I'm just going to swatch them all because that way I can see how they are going to work for a ghostly human like myself. I don't know how well you guys can see these swatches. I'm sure when I edit back, I'm gonna yell at myself for how this setup is. As you can see, these ones on the end are so dark. There's no way in hell. Like this last one reminds me of like the copper shade that was in the Nikki Tutorials Ofra like highlighter wheel. So there's no fucking way. But these like upper ones I'm already so obsessed with, and I feel like mixing them together, especially because there is this super white shade. Hold on. Okay. Instead of pointing to my small little hand, I'm going to point to the palette. I feel like, again, they give you this super light one, so I can mix this in with any of these and probably be okay. This last one, Losing Sleep, even Morning After, are way too deep for me. They would look stunning on deeper skin tones. Losing Sleep actually is way more copper on the skin than it looks in the pan. But my hope is if I mix any of these top 3 in with any of these, it'll be light enough to work for me. But I'm excited. I really like Colourpop's highlighter formula. I know these kind of formulas, the ones that are like so creamy that they almost feel wet to the touch, tend to get hard pan very easy. If you don't know what hard pan is, it's when the oils of your skin are get on either your fingers or your makeup brush, whatever, and they react to your makeup formula to create like a hard, crusty layer that's hard to pick up product. You can fix it with tape. I've done it. It's fairly simple. This formula, like I said, tends to get hard pan, but if you just like use clean fingers, use a clean brush, you're good. I like this. I think once you hit this type of formula with the setting spray, you have that amazingly beaming wet look that just looks incredible and glossy and so I'm excited for this. Lastly, of the palettes, I got the Golden State of Mind palette. This was a palette that I believe came out originally for Colourpop and Sephora's, I don't want to say collab, but I guess like when Colourpop came to Sephora and everyone lost their shit, which, to be honest, I feel like I'm the only person that wasn't excited about that, because they said they weren't going to raise their prices, but I see you, Colourpop. What you did instead was create like bigger volume products that would have to cost more. So instead of getting an affordable 12 eyeshadow palette, you were getting a more expensive like 18, 20. So I see you, or like they released the ones with bigger pans. So I wasn't here for Colourpop coming to Sephora just personally, and I feel like it must not be doing so well because, like I said, got the Golden State of Mind palette, but I got it at the sale price. I did not pay full price for this because I refused to pay full price for it because I didn't think it was worth it. This is a palette of just all shimmers, and at first this did not appeal to me. I'm not a fan of all shimmer palettes, but I'm kind of in a place where I'm really liking shimmer, so I don't know. It's just like a mood swing thing that made me want to buy this. Also, these colors kind of look more boring online than they actually are in person. There's a really nice yellow, really nice kind of reddish copper. There's some purples, there's some reds. I know this probably isn't anything that I don't already have in my life, but I just love Colourpop's formula so much, and I much preferred this at the discounted price than its original price. Sorry, Colourpop. But yeah, I haven't seen anything new from Colourpop come to Sephora lately, so I don't know if that partnership just didn't work out the way they were hoping to or not, if it wasn't received as well, because I feel like all of those products that were brought from Colourpop to the Sephora website ended up being discounted and like put on sale anyway. So moving on, something else I wanted to try from Colourpop. Oh my god, this is tiny. Something else I wanted to try from Colourpop was the Brow Boss Gel, that's what it's called. I hear everyone raving about this. Ooh lord, it's white. I'm like swatching it on my hand, but I want to see if it'll blend out clear. I don't know how I like this because I got black hair and dark brows, so I don't know. I wanted to give it a shot. I normally use the Essence brow gel, but I don't feel like it does that good of a job. So I've been on the hunt for a still affordable, cruelty-free, good brow gel, and I hear people raving about this, so I figured I'd give it a shot. My makeup's done. I'm not going to use it now. I will probably update you guys on Instagram when I do use it, because I'll probably use it like immediately tomorrow. But by the time this video has gone up, I will have, like, you might already have known my thoughts because time and pre-filming. But finally, I got 9 new Super Shock shadows, and I'm so excited because, again, in my favorites video, you would have heard me talk about how much I have fallen in love with Super Shock shadows in the last year, and that is a tongue twister. And I know that I will have had to have edited me effing up Super Shock shadows as a statement like 50 times from this video. But yeah, I have fallen in love with that shadow formula. It's my favorite, most like effortless way to still look this ridiculous but get out of the door in a reasonable time is to take like I use the Kat Von D contour palette most days. Take that palette, throw those shades in my crease, put a Super Shock shadow all over the lid, put on eyeliner, run out the door. Like, super quick. So expanding on to my collection, I got a bunch of new shades. First up, I'm going to swatch and talk. First up, ooh, that's a little sheer. First up on the Super Shock shadow extravaganza is Set to Stun, which is this kind of like pink orange shift. I really like this actually. Oh, these feel so nice and not in like a sexy way. They're so creamy. None of this sounds right. Next I have Lit Year, which is like kind of a sheer green blue with a lot of sparkle in it. My favorite way to wear these, by the way, I know I just like talked about my get out the door fast routine, but if I put like the sheerest layer of glitter glue down before rubbing this on with a finger, or even like a really densely packed synthetic brush, it will stay on your face forever until you are ready to wipe it off. These almost feel a little different than older shadows. Maybe I'm crazy? Anyway, this next shade is Issa, I-S-S-A. So I have Set the Stun, Lit Year, and then Issa. And it's like a purple, like a bluish purple pink shift. I always hate beauty videos that are like, it's like a coral, pink, red, orangey, pink. So I'm trying very hard to not do that to you guys, but ooh, hello. Next after that is Hello Goodbye, which is like the most gorgeous copper shade ever. I love a copper all over the eye. It looks so vivid and so stunning. I have like dark chocolatey brown eyes, so I feel like it just works really well with my eye color. So I'm so into coppers. I grabbed like a shade that looks almost exactly like this, so we'll see how different they are. I'll swatch that one next. This next one is Sidekick. Oh my god. So it's hard to tell on camera. Hello Goodbye is like a darker copper, and then Sidekick is almost like a yellowy orange copper. I know it's probably not worth getting both, but at the same time, they're $5 a piece. $5 fucking dollars a piece. I'm not mad that I got both. I'm not mad. I'm like trying to fix my sweater but not touch it with my swatch fingers. So I'm like, I'm gonna sound like an idiot saying this next one. So this next one is called Wittle. Like, oh, it's a Wittle eyeshadow. That one's Wittle right here. It's very close to this other purple that I swatched. This one's like the inkiest bit lighter in hue. It's not as deep. Right after that one, I have Chromoscope, which is like a metallic cranberry with some sparkle in it. Oh god, my swatches are getting terrible. Oh god, I'm just making it worse. These are all of the colors that we have so far. I apologize if this isn't the ideal lighting situation. I'm still very new at this, and I love you guys for bearing with me. Only 2 more shadows to go. Next one is, oh god, I've run out of clean fingers. It's Cosmic Change, and it's almost like it's basically a brown. I'm not even to fancify it and YouTube it in any way. It's like a light brown with sparkle in it. But you know, oh god, I'm just making the swatches worse. Oh god. Reswatch. There we go. It's kind of almost taupey. It's, I don't know. And then finally, the last one is Special Delivery. Oh god, this is a half-hour of footage that I need to edit. Oh my god. Oh. This is such a pretty, like, mossy green color. Sorry for that outburst. Okay, so this is the whole arm. I'm going to try my best after I'm done editing this video to link all of the shadows in the order that I mentioned them and swatched them, so that way you guys can follow with me. I do try my best to always link products, YouTube channels, videos, etc. that I ever reference in any video down below. So if you ever have any questions about anything I'm talking about, always check my description box. I like hate to wipe these away because they're so pretty. And they go so well together too. Oh. Alright, that was everything. That was my Colourpop haul. Let me know if you picked up any of the 2 new palettes that just came out. If anyone's wondering, I'm not going to be picking up the new stick lipsticks that are coming out because I've already said 100 times. I much more prefer liquid lipsticks, especially their Ultra Satin lip formula. I'm wearing it right now. Is my favorite lipstick formula of life. I own so many Ultra Satins, it's not even funny. So I would much rather buy some of those than sticks that I know I'm not going to use. So I'm going to be passing on those. But if you plan on getting either the new lipsticks are coming out or any of the products that I just mentioned, let me know. I love Colourpop so much that it's not even funny. So anytime I can give myself the excuse to place a gigantic order from them, I will always take. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. As always, talk to me down below. I love talking to you guys so much, and just thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Oh god, I need to do a thumbnail.